Hello and welcome to Germany, where we are driving the new Audi A5 Sportback. Now, we were always fans of the previous generation car. It was beautifully built and beautifully styled, but when it came to the driving experience, it did leave us feeling somewhat cold. Our biggest complaint about the last generation of A5 Sportback was that despite its sporty looks, it never really had that dynamic appeal of its rivals. Both the BMW 4 Series Gran Coupé and Mercedes C-Class both offered a much more engaging driving experience. Now, part of that is due to their rear-wheel drive layout, but as well the Audi steering was never that rich in feedback, and again due to its four-wheel drive system it would want to push on in the corners when in either of the other cars you could adjust your line on the throttle. Audi have worked hard on that for this new car, and first impressions are good. The steering is direct, the body control over these undulations is excellent, the body always feels in control unlike the older car, and as well as that, low speed ride is pretty much spot on. The only problem we have is that when you do start to push a bit further, it starts to show those older Audi characteristics. Now, it doesn't push on in the corners, but there's really no adjustability there. Even if you give it full power in first gear, it just hooks up and goes. And for some, that's exactly what they'll want. Something that's dependable and easy to drive fast. But if you are wanting something that's exciting and puts a smile on your face, Mercedes and BMW still have the edge. Where the Audi might have the competition beat, however, is in day-to-day usability. The refinement levels are just incredible. This 8-speed gearbox, especially paired with this V6 3-litre diesel, is just creamy smooth, and you just waft around town and on the motorway. Thanks to a longer wheelbase than its predecessor, total cabin length has improved by 17mm. Now, that doesn't sound a lot, but jump in the back, and with my seats in my driving position, there's actually a surprising amount of legroom. And as well as that, they've lowered the roofline, which we were quite worried about. But sitting fully back, there's still quite a lot of space. Instead of looking at it as a sports coupe, it might be better to look at it actually as a GT car. It's comfortable, it's easy to use every day, it's got great fuel economy, and as well as that, it's sporty enough to be engaging on the right road. Obviously, it still doesn't have that last bit of driver involvement that the BMWs and Mercedes offer, but again, for most, that's not going to come into it. So the new A5 Sportback has a lot going for it. It's well designed, it's well packaged, and it's more engaging than its predecessor. But still, on the country roads around Ingolstadt, it's showing that it's not as engaging as the Mercedes or BMW. For some buyers that will be very important, but for what we think it's designed for, which is more of a GT car than a sports car, it's a well-rounded package.